that down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Getting into the world of DC a little bit. One of the biggest questions a lot of film fans, at least around our circles, have been asking for years now is, where the hell is Matt Reeves' The Batman 2? It's coming. Oh, it's coming. They've been saying for years. It's coming. All working on it. And of course, Matt Reeves is notoriously slow. He works very slow. He works great, but he works slow. Now, the other week, we were all very excited when Matt Reeves posted on social media with him and his writing partner and the cover of his script, The Batman 2. And it was ready to go, and everybody got all excited. But one of the things that a lot of people online had to say, me included, was, don't get too excited. He hasn't even turned it into the studio yet. Like, and everybody knows who works in the film industry, once you turn over your draft to the studio, it is a 95% chance it's going to come back to you with a stack of notes, and then you got to make some changes and stuff like that. So, like, we were all saying, like, James Gunn has publicly said he hasn't read the script yet, all that kind of stuff. We still may be a long ways off. Well, good news, because according to Deadline, their headline reading, James Gunn confirms that Matt Reeves' The Batman 2 script is finished, and it's great. It's great. And they talked to him a little bit about it, and he just went on. It's like, everybody had to give Matt Reeves his space. This is James Gunn talking. He said, everybody's just got to give Matt Reeves his space. Let him do his work. Let him do his stuff. And now he's saying, I've read it finally. Well, he's the head of the studio, but I've read it and it's great. Okay. This is not a story about James Gunn saying Matt Reeves' Batman 2 script is great, which in and of itself is great to hear. That's wonderful to hear. Here's the real nugget of gold, though.
That's when you do the real world thing.
Yeah. If James Gunn isn't lying, and he has no reason to lie, if James Gunn isn't lying and he actually finds Matt Reeves' script to be great, well, then what that means is that we are at a place that we were not at 2 weeks ago, which is, then they're ready to go. If James Gunn has gotten the script and he's looked it over and said, yep, and signs off on it, that means we are finally, after years, in a place that they could actually be ready to go, get the pre-production going, get the sets started to be built, all that kind of stuff. They could be ready to go. Then the big question is still we'll get to the big question in a second. But if we could finally be at a spot where they're going to actually get some movement going on Batman 2. But there's two questions, Rob, and I'm going to pose these to you. Question number one is, now that the writer's done the script and the studio has apparently signed off on it, how quick are we actually going to now get this thing? Are we looking at 2027? Are we looking at 2028? I don't know. Miracle of miracles. Could we be looking at late 2026? But then there is still this other big elephant in the room. Is Matt Reeves going to direct it? Because we've heard some whispers and rumbling that he may not be directing it. And we've talked at length about why it may be okay if he doesn't. I mean, obviously we would prefer it if he does. But so question one, when do you think we'll actually now get this movie in theaters? I mean, maybe it does actually beat a Blade movie to theaters. And then number two, do you think ultimately we see Matt Reeves directing it?
I think, well, first of all, if a script is key, and James Gunn has said we're never going to move forward with anything unless I'm 100% on the script or whatever, you know? If he says it's great,
which is a lesson he learned from the stumbles over at Marvel.
Yeah, and let's assume the script is really great. It's now July of 2025. These are large movies to do. You know, you really need a solid 2 years to do them. I would say that rather than rush it, I would say maybe the earliest we could see this movie would be Christmas of 2027. The holiday season.
I'll say summer 2027 would be the earliest.
Yeah, well,
but probably Christmas 2027 that's a good date though,
because we're already in Christmas of or summer of 2025.
Yeah.
The problem is they have to make deals with everybody. They have to schedule everybody.
Yeah,
and
the logistics are going to be a nightmare.
The pre-production logistics on a movie like this, even if they greenlit it today, are a lot. We don't know how many people are in it, how many filming locations, all kinds of things are happening. They have to work around this movies that are already in production. So there's a lot of logistics. So I would assume that Christmas holiday 2027, would be the soonest that possible. I mean, you could do it quicker. I just think it
Oh yeah,
there's-
2 years is a reasonable time. They could,
but I don't think they'll be ready to shoot it. I don't think they'd have everything locked down until near the end of this year, which puts it.
yeah,
into,
you're probably right about that.
I would say that I would target May of 2028. That gives it. That's a comfortable time. And I think, look, we heard there was rumblings that Matt Reeves had some health issues that he was dealing with. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think he probably does. After spending all that time, he's a writer-director. I think if the script is great, he probably put his heart and soul into it, and he probably does want to direct it. So I would assume he until we hear otherwise, that he will. If not, he's going to probably definitely be a producer. So
well, I mean, 100% he'll be a producer.
but I mean an active.
It kind of depends on what is James Gunn's vision for that pocket universe.
Right.
Because clearly Penguin, which Matt Reeves didn't direct, but he had a very big hand in developing
And
that
that's
whole
kind of
series.
like the Batman 2. I mean, people forget we got the Batman, and that Penguin series was awesome.
Yeah, so we had the Batman, we had the Penguin. So it depends on what is James Gunn's vision for that. I'm going to call it a pocket universe right now. If James Gunn has real big aspirations for that Reeves verse, he may just very well say to Matt Reeves, listen. I know maybe you've got your heart on directing this, but what I'd really like you to do is start to develop another movie and develop another TV show while we get this Batman 2 movie made based on your script and your work.
Maybe.
And I could see them doing that because, I mean, again, the Penguin is simply one of the best. I think it actually passed Peacemaker for me as the single best superhero comic book based television show ever. I'll say it. I think Penguin was the best comic book based television show ever. And the Batman was brilliant. And he might actually be looking, you know what? He could be looking at Matt Reeves now the way Kevin Feige looked at Gunn and said, because remember, before Gunn left Disney, it was, they had kind of appointed James Gunn to be the head of the galactic areas of the cosmic area of the MCU. And Gunn may want to say to Matt Reeves, listen, I don't want this just to be a 1 or 2 project thing. I want you to run this pocket universe.
Mhm.
And I want you to really set your energy and your focus on developing all the different stuff. I don't know. I still think it's a 50-50 thing that Reeves directs it.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
I do too. I mean, I would like to see him directed only because I really did like the first. I love the Batman. I really liked that sort of Seven meets Batman take. I thought it was great. I love the actors in it. I love the whole feel of it all. And because we have the Penguin, you know, this Batman 2 would bookend with the Penguin inside of it. You've got 3 things. You've got a trilogy, or, you know, you could obviously, the Batman made good money. And I think the Batman 2 would make even more money.
I agree.
And so, because you have 2 really strong entries into that, so I would like to see Matt Reeves continue on with that. I think that he should, unless health makes it impossible for him to do, which I hope is not the case. But, you know, I'd like to see more of this Reeves verse. And I think, especially after seeing Superman, that no one's going to confuse the 2.
No. Jonathan and I were talking about, again, we'll talk about Superman in just a bit, but after seeing Superman, what a great complementary side universe.
A nice palate cleanser, if you will.
What a
between
great
the
juxtaposition that you've got the DCU proper with this heart and tone.
Yeah.
And then on this side over here, you'll have this pocket universe of this Matt Reeves-averse with its very distinct tone. I think the 2 would be very complementary.
Yep. Yeah.
I think they would be great. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? James Gunn has said, yeah, the script's got done. I've now read it. And the script is great, seemingly meaning that the studio is signing off on the script. How quickly do you think they can get the ball rolling? When do you expect to see a Batman 2? And ultimately, do you think Matt Reeves will be the one directing it? I hope so, but it's okay if he doesn't. But anyway, whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.